we were sitting in a coffee shop and we had a conversation. It was about marketing. That's the beginning of our working relationship. And you started generating a bunch of leads for us. And you're like, why are you not selling a bunch of jobs? And I was like, I can't follow up with them enough. And so that was the first problem that we were trying to solve. And so you put together a bunch of different softwares. And like when people talk about like, oh, what's the best software? It's the one that actually works. It's not just the one that you feel good about. Your team has to use it, but it actually has to produce results, like real results, not just numbers. We talk about numbers a lot because you were like, you got this many people on your website or this many visitors. And like, why are you not selling jobs? Because you have to understand the full problem you're trying to solve and then provide the solution to the full problem. That's really what ProLine does, is as much as a software can do, it solves all those problems, not just like part of the problem or the perception of that problem, but it does all those things. And so we've talked about our origin story several times, but that's really how it started. We started helping my company, and then we realized one day you just said, hey, you just proposed, like, should we try to sell this to other people? And we're like, absolutely, we should do this. And so at that point, it was just...
That was once we had been testing it for years.
Yeah. It'd been a couple years piecing together, again, solving the complete problems that I was having with solutions. It was piecemealed together, but at least we're solving those problems. And that's what, it just made sense because it was helping me so much. It's like, there's other people. I know there's other people like this because I was listening to all these roofing podcasts and they're all having the same problems. They just had no solution. Nobody was providing a solution. So, I think a lot of people don't know that. I see that a lot on social media. They don't really know that a roofing company owner is one of the co-founders. It comes across a lot. And so I see in detail to this day the problems that most roofing contractors have. And so we build that process, that system to solve those problems that you actually have. That's something that's so different. A lot of other people can say, oh, I was in roofing, but then they leave the industry and they go build a software company. Or maybe they're connected somewhat, but they're not really in the trenches. And so what I'm passionate about is making even the one-man show be super successful at ProLine, or a team with 50. They can be, super, super effective. Because I care about the individual, and that's all the way down to the sales rep. So if we think about that, what ProLine does is that if it makes all your sales reps want to use the software, then it makes the sales manager happier because they're producing more. It makes the owner more profitable. And I think a lot of other companies think the opposite. They think from an owner's perspective, oh, how can I keep an eye on everybody? And then it doesn't necessarily translate to like the sales reps wanting to use the software or making their lives better, making them more money, but also making their lives better too. That's my perspective on ProLine today. And I think that we're really, really, we always are adding features and always making it better, but I feel like it is there today, and it has been for a while now.
The core is there. The core solution. We've been mostly building out like all these other features that people feel like they need so that they're not feeling that they're having to give something up coming from another platform.
Sure.
But the core thing that sets ProLine apart, which is that ability to massively increase your sales effectiveness and sell more jobs. Like that piece has been there for years since when
PowerLine was around.
Yeah, and from even before that, when I built out that, the first V1 of the system in your business.
Yep.
And I think when I built that out the first time, like the first kind of version of ProLine or PowerLine in your business, there wasn't anything out there that could even remotely do this. There was nothing. There was no solution. And so I had to hack together a bunch of stuff, and it got very technical and very overwhelming, and certainly out of reach of most small business owners. And it's just because I love that stuff. I love like the technical like hacking stuff together. And so, but there wasn't any platform where I could just use one platform and do it. I had to hack together like 7 different softwares and have it all strung together with Zapier. And it would break constantly. There was even that version 1 was so far from perfect. It was remember how it would send text messages, and if someone replied, it would like go into your email.
Yeah.
It was like it was going to your email, and then you would reply to the email to send a response.
Like, what am I doing right now?
Yeah, it was honestly a nightmare, but it helped sell more jobs.
Oh yeah, because the communication